Batman comes in many shapes and sizes. Sometimes he's a 19th century steampunk vigilante. Sometimes he's a weird owl man from another dimension. And other times he's some kind of 80s beat poet with a perm? Like the human ear, no two versions are the same. But I bet that's not true. I reckon there are two people on Earth who have the same ears. So if you're one of those people, send me a picture of the matching ears and I'll be... You know what, that's actually uninteresting. I don't care about ears. That aside, let's get into the 5 weirdest versions of Batman. Amalgam Comics is the result of a Marvel and DC crossover that saw the most popular heroes from both companies combine. Superman and Captain America, Green Lantern and Iron Man, and probably most famously, Batman and Wolverine to make Darkclaw. One of the most 90s comic book characters to come out of the 90s. Which is really saying something. After having his parents murdered, Logan Wayne, yes, real name, moves to Canada and eventually winds up in the Weapon X program. Additionally, he then travels the world, learning all the skills required to be a vigilante. What an amazing origin. And by amazing origin, I mean they've just given this character the origin of both Batman and Wolverine. That's too many origins. Also, if you give a character the healing abilities of Wolverine and the fighting/detective skills of Batman, who's gonna pose a threat to that? I guess the character design is kinda cool. You know what? It's not. Again, they've just mashed these two things together. This is garbage. Batman from Earth 5-1 is just Batman. He's got all the things Batman has. A cave, a cape, a dead Robin. The difference being that this version of Batman snapped when the Joker killed Jason Todd and just murdered all of his enemies. Now, I know the no killing thing is one of the key components of Batman being Batman, but I can't really fault him for this decision. In fact, I'd love to see a single issue comic where it's just Batman eviscerating all of his rogues gallery. He could probably do it in about 6 panels. Batmouse is the animal version of Batman who exists as part of the JLA, as in just a lot of animals. This is a universe where the Flash is a turtle. Do you get it? Because turtles are slow! And yeah, Batman is a mouse and his villain is the Porker. Couldn't they just have him be a bat? I mean, if you're gonna turn Batman into an animal, you just choose the animal that's in his name. But then I guess you'd have to call him Bat, which is kind of weird. The Batman in Castle of the Bat is actually Thomas Wayne, Bruce Wayne's father, which is cool. The Thomas Wayne version of Batman is awesome. Except in this version, he's the result of Bruce Wayne acting as Victor Frankenstein, putting his father's brain in a body made up of several people that he's dug up, hitting it with lightning, and then injecting him with bat DNA, for reasons that probably aren't very good reasons. Look, it's not a very engaging story, but if you do want a version of Batman that features, you know, like a classic Victorian era monster, Batman and Dracula Red Reign is pretty bloody sweet. Batman has been a Nazi, which is a weird thing to say out loud. In an alternate dimension where Germany won World War II, the Justice League act as enforcers for Hitler, with Batman, along with most of the others, sporting a swastika on his chest. Now this all happens in a comic from 2008 that made very little sense to me when I recently read it, because he just kind of saunters up, declaring his hatred for dating outside of his species. And he doesn't, like, get his comeuppance or even do anything, he just wanders off. So I guess he's still out there somewhere, and that gives me no comfort. Thanks everyone. Now, if you liked this one, check out some other Batman related videos that I will link below and at the end of this video, along with my podcast, The Weekly Planet, courtesy of the terrific comicbookmovie.com that covers movies and TV shows and comics. And you are able to listen to it if you download it and then listen to it. Look, what do you consider the weirdest version of Batman? And remember, weird doesn't necessarily mean bad. If you do have any thoughts, please feel free to leave them below. Alright, thanks everyone, take care.